Okay, hey guys, welcome to the live. Obviously, there's a lot of action going on with Danelo Cavalcante. GLR's on it, doing a great job over there, by the way. And same with Nick. Nick's on Twitter. And I wanted to show you guys just what you're looking at right now, which I have the helicopters up. And it looks like a big bowl of spaghetti. Here, let me bring it in a little bit closer to you guys. And as you can see, these things come up because they, when I click on them, right, then those things, because this is just like the free version thing. But anyways, like, look at this. Okay, so that's the presence right now over basically that Conservatory Road and Street Road in Longwood there. And so the police came down, and I'll go over to GLR first and show you what's going on. But oops, couldn't see myself for a second there. Anyways, so like I said, I'll go over to JLR, and I'm going to go between Nick as well. That way we can see kind of what's going on from two different spots. But, you know, who knows if today might be the day. Obviously, like I said, there's just a lot of presence going on. So it just, okay, some of them are going out a little bit further now. So supposedly, like, there was this, I don't know, this at the construction site. I think that they said that perhaps there was some sort of like little makeshift camp thing going on there. Like I said, possible sighting. Shelly will be here in a bit. She's getting groceries. All good. And I know that Grizzly's streaming too, but at the end of the day, we're gonna want to watch. Well, let's go over to oops, hello. Let's go over to Sis JLR's one. I think he said that people could stream because it was for the better of you know, he didn't mind sharing. So if he doesn't, all right, so that guy got his gun drawn in the street. Keep more officials aware. Zooming down. Yes. On the biggest. So I'll just finish that. There we go. So we'll listen to this for just a bit. What do we got? And then we'll flip between this and Nick as well. Right, so let me read that. Can I read that? Okay. Guys, I want to give you what some of the word is saying. Breaking Trooper 5 and Trooper 2 are both overhead with an active track supporting ground units who are chasing a shirtless subject spotted running through Longwood property. Aircraft appears to be holding a steady position and hovering at about 800 feet. So they are saying that there is a shirtless person in Longwood. I don't know. Do you guys think Longwood is a multiple acre property? It's a pretty vast amount of land, botanical garden type. So he could be in there, folks. And like I said, this is a situation where he could run out of here.
You see 1, 2, 3, 4 people mounted up at this shop right here. Reason why that's suspicious, Sean Toodles. Great job. Best so far. Thank you. Appreciate your support, guys. We want to give you the best coverage possible. Our sources told us to come up here earlier because they were mounting up out here. So we came right at the right time.
Okay.
About 3 hours ago.
Okay, we're going to put him on pause for a sec. We're going to stop the screen. So I just wanted to quickly show you on Google Earth. So Conservatory Road and Street Road is where the presence is, and the helicopters that I just showed you are flying over in the Longwood. So I don't know why I keep wanting to say Longo all of a sudden, but anyways, so this here like is the area where the helicopters are flying over. So I'm not really sure on here where there's some construction site, of course, because this is that 1995? No, that's what it's saying. But anyways, so yeah, so this is the area just to show you guys on the map, and then stop screen. And then I'm just going to quickly go back over to the helicopter presence that's going on right now. So hold on, I was going to take these off for a sec. Some of these. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so there's 4 helicopters. This one looks like it's coming back. So B407, this one here, N20 TV, and in 606. So, and this one, these are the ones that we see constantly. So we'll put in their little flight pass here. And this one and that one. Okay, you guys. So that's where, again, the helicopters are, as you can see too. If I did settings and then I did the train. So that's Main Forest Garden there. Conservatory Road. So that's pretty much what it looks like over the skies above there. Anyways, okay, so let's stop screen and then we'll go back over to, well, we'll go back over to JLR. Take this off, pause.
Yeah, I see. Somebody said officers on horses in there, and I covered that earlier. I posted a video of that footage when they were out in the cornfield earlier.
What's up, bro? Did they catch him? Yeah, probably in right now. Get the fucking job. Stop harassing me on the way home.
So
JLR, that guy didn't like being harassed by the police.
And Johnny
Another one here. What's
Blackhawk
going on here?
are there. Nick's at a different spot.
Okay, so they're blocking off this road. They're blocking off the roads. No.
To be honest with you, I'm actually kind of amazed that they're letting.
What is going on here?
They're letting them stay there.
What is going on here?
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, they're going to block this road off, guys. They're locking it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shut the road down. He's shutting the road down.
I think I just spoke at the right time there. Cops always use like the Ford Explorers.
All right, so they're shutting this corner off here now.
That's the exact vehicle that me and my husband have, but it's in black. Because that's it. But that is the exact vehicles that cops use out here as well. The Ford Explorer Sports.
So this is Longwood Road. They're shutting down Longwood Road right here. at Longwood and Conservatory. They might at one point shut it down to about here.
Hey, Molly.
They're kicking everyone out.
Mm-hmm.
You think this is? Do you think what do you think about here?
So, like I said,
square is going to be blocked up.
I'll just be flipping through.
So they really are just
presence,
like fencing in this entire
showing you Nick presence, JLR presence, and
all right, guys. So what was
whatever other
happening is
updates.
traffic was all day long coming on this road. Now traffic cannot pass this road anymore.
And they have officers lining that wall all the way
The
around.
officers are lining the wall. So I think they're trying to use a strategy, possibly, of flushing this guy out down this way.
Do you guys
they're
think
like,
today
waiting.
is the day? Hey, Molly Collie, Mustang, hey, Outback. You guys think today might be the day? Or you think he's going to get through again?
Get it. Or lining.
They're probably gonna say, no, you're not in it. It's a lot.
I mean, this could not even, he might not even be in here. But
Oh, hit a call.
latest report.
So you get good sources. What are you hearing? What's one credible? Shirtless man? Yeah, I heard.
Shirtless man. I heard that had on.
I have that comment. No, I plead the fifth. Like, there's this huge presence going on. So I'm just going to stop screen for a second, share screen, and we'll go back over to, we'll go over here. Okay. So there's like 4 helicopters in the air right now. One over here, B407, and these 3. So there's 4 in here. And so that there's supposed sighting. So they had this information that he was, or that there was this near the construction site. Hold on, I gotta go back. So go back. This is JLR Investigates. He's doing some really great coverage right now. I think he has like, yeah, like he has almost 14,000 people watching at this point. Again, it's him and Nick. Nick's is in a different spot, but to be honest with you, this is the best coverage right here for actually visually for anyone
You got
watching.
an extra battery pack.
That entrance down there is why I just got kicked out of.
So, I put out a TikTok too
You don't have a battery pack?
about the huge action going on, and go to
Appreciate
JLR
that. The musky
Investigate,
rats.
because again, I mean,
Thank
this
you.
is boots on the ground. And
Thank
he
you,
said,
everyone, for the support.
he said to people that they could share his stream to bring awareness, because that's what it's all about. So, you know, this guy really is growing on me.
So what could happen,
like-
guys, at one
I do
point
like
is
the fact that
this phone battery is running. I got a
Like-
battery charger, but it just keeps draining and draining. So if I get
Yeah.
off, stay on, because I have another phone, I can jump on the live stream.
okay. I do like the fact when people are unselfish like that myself, because just like this channel too, you know, if anyone ever wants to use anything from any of the streams with good intent that they are allowed to, it's only when people want to try to use evilness and twist things around for the sake of them being, you know, a crap channel basically that wants to always twist things and make people seem like they're saying something different than they're not. I'm just going to use, you know, Graz. He's the worst for doing stuff like that. But anyways, for me personally, I appreciate anyone that lets other people stream their stream, because they're boots on the ground. And the whole point is that it is about awareness, and it is about, you know, community and people working together for the purpose of bringing awareness, right, to these cases. So this is great right here. We'll hit play again. Whoops.
Stream on a new phone. I have.
Gonna make it bigger. So and say thanks, JLR, bud, for allowing people to stream this. I'll be amazed when they, like, I'm just amazed that they're actually letting media even close to where they are.
Just trying to get it. I don't want it.
because it's such an active scene right now. But hey. So again, we're going to go between Nick the Hat on Twitter, who's giving us
We got any new info?
updates, and JLR, and then of
Take my,
course the coverage of the helicopters on
No, I'm good.
Flight Radar.
Because if this phone goes off, I got an additional phone. So pretty much, there's pretty much it's hard to get to this location, guys, and they have many media outlets. I've now set up like this is like the media staging ground now.
Yeah, that's where the
you have News Nation down there. That's News Nation down there, and then you have all the local media here.
So we'll see if today's the day. Like I said, you know, here on this channel, I can just flip between JLR, Nick the Hat, go to the helicopter coverage. So that way people can keep getting the bird's eye view from the different people. And plus, of course, I have the...
it's just a wait and see approach of what's going to happen, folks.
The helicopters to show you guys, show you where the presence is for Danelo. Hopefully today is the day. Don't forget, you guys, tonight we have a live on Delphi. Deb will be there, Alexa, Faye, Adam, maybe Lewis. Steffa is not feeling well, she said, so won't be there. But anyway, so we're going to be talking about Delphi tonight. And that one's at 7 p.m. PST and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard for the Delphi. Okay, guys? It's been a while since we did the Delphi, so it'll be nice to...
a few hours of light left. Choppers ahead up here.
Okay.
Law enforcement mounted up.
I'm just going to put myself on mute for a second. I'm going to go see what Nick's doing.
Go over here as far as I can go. The end here. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to put this right here. So what's happening is somewhere helicopters are out and about.
Just at Nick the Hat on Twitter. He's like, again, somewhere else covering. Someone really
So
needs...
I'm going to actually find out somebody else in the group is asking the same thing that you guys just asked. Somebody that's on their way to the search or the manhunt. They asked for clarity on the percentage. Like how certain are they that he is there? So we'll find out. But he was spotted. So we're gonna. Somebody else asked, not in here. Somebody asked in a group chat who's on the way to the scene. How far or what's the percentage?
So
that he's here.
The good thing about Nick is that Nick has a source that can usually confirm information. So that's a good thing with him. So him and JLR are kind of, feeding off of each other. So JLR is there, but
I believe there were 5.
Nick usually can give the confirmation
I know that there
of things.
are massive drones and other assets in the sky. We can't see them. So they have assets that they weren't going to there goes some law enforcement that are passing by in a Suburban. So they have some assets that they weren't going to utilize until sundown, but they deployed them already. just now.
Okay. And I'm going to go back to that just to show people. Whoops, timed out. Okay, so here's the helicopters. Again, so just to give people that can't, that are perhaps in here now, again, this is the presence right here going on. So let's see here. Let me zoom. Whoops. Let me go back to that for a second. And let's zoom out. So there's a helicopter over here, B407. And then there's the 3 helicopters here that are circling. So, you know, who knows? Again, probably a bit better be safe than sorry. Just checking this area out. But their main presence seems to be right here in this area. Now, let me go back to, I'm going to go back to JLR actually. Let's see what's going on there. Oh, did I not hit play? My bad.
He's going behind the barriers. He got to go deliver the package. He said, "Dude, I got to deliver the package to this guy's home."
That's funny. Amazon.
UPS.
It sucks because when I go to Nick, I have to turn the volume way up. And then when I come over here, then I was at 70, so I had to turn it back down again.
Yeah. He couldn't get past the barrier here. I'm at the barrier line, and he couldn't get past.
That's hilarious. Amazon coming through. I got a package for Danelo Cavalcante over here.
Okay, helicopters above, guys. We're just kind of seeing what's up.
So again, we're just going to flip between the different channels, show the air on the flight radar as well. That way you guys can kind of have the best of all worlds. I think my husband should be home soon too. Friday, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Amazon, yeah, dude. I know, right? Give him an award. That'd be so funny. If Danilo, can I order some Pizza Hut here as well, please? Right on camera. He knows it. It's UPS. Well, Amazon, but UPS delivery. So huge action before, definitely. I mean, there's still action going on, but when it was first all going on, what was I gonna do? How many people are in this chat? Is that 76K? 76.3. Just over 13,000 still. Dropping a little bit. You know, I'm going to have to start working with OBS so I can do all this layering stuff on a live. That's the one thing I wish StreamYard would do. Like to overlay like the map, you know, OBS allows you to do that. It's just OBS is just a lot, quite like it's way different. It's way more advanced than the StreamYard. StreamYard is like a freaking 2-year-old could freaking load up StreamYard pretty much and use it. It's a very simple platform, and that's why a lot of people use it. But I hate the fact that I can't layer, like, or else I'd have like, you know, Nick on mute there, whatever, put him up, and I'd have the planes, helicopters over ahead. They will have him within the next few hours. Is that your prediction? Not prediction, but your prediction? Okay. Give that guy a raise. You know what? I said today, but then I changed it till tomorrow. That's mostly because we have a Delphi live tonight. So I'm like, yeah, dude, um, could you just hold off maybe one more day? But at your per
Yeah, we're just sitting here waiting, folks.
yeah. Okay, well, let's go over and see what Nick is saying then, and let's see what's going on there again. We'll put you on mute, GLR, for a minute, and go see what Nick's saying. Nick, can't hear you, buddy. I don't know if he's saying much right now. It's like he's holding the camera, but he's not saying much. Maybe he's taking time out for a lunch or something. Maybe it's on a tripod. Okay. Wow, I can't. Okay, no, he's
All right, guys,
not.
so we're still here.
There we are. Okay.
I'm sending some texts out.
Just people need to learn how to use landscape mode. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, landscape mode for the win. Really sucks when it's all black on either side and then you get this little strip of picture. Landscape mode. But people that use their phone for, right, they're just so used to holding it like that. So I agree. I'm here. Any action, Shelly? Yeah, Shelly.
Silence.
The latest action is that you went grocery shopping, apparently. What were you thinking? I don't know what you were thinking. But anyways, for anyone that's coming in, actually, for anyone that's coming in, then yeah. So apparently there was perhaps a sighting of Danelo here.
So it got quiet, and that's
Something
we've been
about
seeing. They do that, and
hold
they're
on.
still there. Not the choppers, but the teams are still in there. But they do that. They go quiet when.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to mute him for a second just so I can speak. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, so we're going to be flipping between, Nick the Hat, JLR, and I'll be showing you guys the helicopters and stuff like that. But basically, there was a construction site. Is kind of where they all seem to go. So this is at Conservatory Road and Street Road, and that's why there's a lot of helicopter presence in Longwood. So there was a parent, I believe, if I'm, from what they were saying, was that they found a spot where there seemed to be almost like someone had set up a little bit of a camp there in a sense, or you know where it was used. But anyways, so based on whatever information and something about a shirtless guy running, is why there's such huge presence over there. um, People have kind of said, well, they believe he had a cell phone and whatever, but I'm just going to leave that one alone. I mean, I personally don't believe he has one. And if he did, well, one of the break ins, they reported his cell phone missing. So he could have had maybe some access to that, but I highly doubt that. Because I mean, honestly, if they had the cell phone and they had the cell phone number, they'd be tracking his ass down so fast on that. So I kind of don't really believe that he does have a cell phone. I mean, maybe, but to have a cell phone with him for the most part, unless it was one that he had like literally purchased himself, that was what do they call those phones when you I can't think of the word all of a sudden, but you guys know when you guys go get those. Come on, Mustang, Shelly. You guys know what word am I trying to think of here? Those ditch phones, the ones that you ditch, buy and ditch, and whatever you call them. But anyways, so GLR has been covering it from Conservatory Road and Street with Johnny Blackhawk. And then you have a Nick and Hong over here covering it from wherever they're at. To be honest with you, it looks like the same place as yesterday in front of the cornyard. Burner phone. Thank you, Molly. Jackie, thank you. I just couldn't think of the word all of a sudden. It was just like poof, gone. But anyways, let's just quickly turn him on, see if he's saying anything.
On an overpass at Longwood right now.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Nick. I'm just gonna have to go back to JLR, I think. Oh, wait. Did his live stream end? Hold on a second here. No, wait, what is that? Hold on. Hold on a second here. Give me a sec. Is he still live? So he just stopped it. So he must probably he's going to be starting up a live again right quick. Because he was saying that his battery's running low. So that's why. So we'll wait for him to go. So yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the helicopters for a sec and see what's going on there. Chrome tab. Helicopters. Let's see what the helicopters are doing here. Okay, so where's all the helicopters? Oh, okay, so as you can see, there's only the one helicopter right now. So I'm not sure, like the other ones. Here, there we go. If I take it out, looks like they're probably going to refuel. Or else, who knows? Maybe they're coming back, maybe they're not yet. But as you can see, the three helicopters right there are heading on back. Does the cops get the 20,000 reward if they catch him? Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know how that works for that part. So again, the three helicopters. So the one that's there is the one that's kind of been there the whole time. For the most part, is the B407. That's the one that typically does like the nightly daily searches, and as well as the PC-12 plane, which I haven't seen that one out. But these helicopters, you guys, I'm not like Nick's not putting anything out there. I can hear him talking, but there's nothing at the moment worthy of switching back over there yet for. So might as well show you some of the helicopters, and everything's really quiet. I can hear Nick saying. All right, fine, JLR. I'll subscribe to you. I had subscribed to him before, and then I unsubscribed. But I'll subscribe to you. I'll subscribe back to you, buddy. I really do think he does a good job, and I do really love boots on the ground. Um, you know, I mean, I wish I could do that stuff. I wish I lived in the States, not Canada. Well, no, I like living in Canada, don't get me wrong, but we follow everything that's in the United States, or the other coverage in England and stuff like that. But this way, like I said, here we can go between the different Nick the Hat, JLR, show you the helicopters, what's going on there. There's no updates. I'm listening to Nick as I'm talking to you guys right now. Nothing going on. JLR is still not back up yet. He's probably needs to take a couple minute break anyway before he goes back up. Get his other phone charging. So, I mean, the stuff that happens in Canada is like, like a pissant compared to what happens in the USA, right? Our whole 35 million freaking Canadians of us versus your guys is like probably 500 million people. Quite like we have crime, of course, but not to the extent that I haven't I only covered, and that was recently, one case in Canada. And that was the one, and I don't even know what happened with it yet, but that was the one where the mom took the two children and her dad and her brother or something took the two children, and she was supposed to return them to the dad in Surrey, and after camp, and then she never did. So that's the only one I've covered. Hi, Miss Dog Lover. Don't want to follow Trudeau's divorce? Nah, I seen it. No. So there's nothing going on, you guys, as of yet. I'm listening to Nick. I don't think you guys can hear him in the background talking, right? But I'm listening to Nick. There's nothing going on there. He's there's nothing being really said. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what's going on with the coverage here. Actually, I gotta mute him because yeah, there's nothing that he's saying that's like, worthy of talking about right now because there's just not a lot going on at the moment. So we're gonna go back over here. So there was four helicopter. Well, here's another helicopter. Oh, so there's two beefcakes. So let's get this one in. Okay. And the other one, this one is obviously landed here now. So let's see, that's the N20 B407, B406. So we can take that one off. Wait. I'll just clear the path out again because those other helicopters had left. So we got this B407 that just has come out. And then we have this B407. Kind of strange. I didn't realize that they would have the same number. But anyway, so that's what they got going on right now. Before there was four. This one's still flying. This one was part of it. But he's off and probably going to get fuel. I don't know how many more are coming back. Anyways, again, they're in the Longo area. We'll put that into this mode here. Okay, so Conservatory Road and Street Road is where the huge presence was happening and going on. So it's in the Longwood area where they believe there's a sighting. So what is this one going to go fuel? And this one's coming in now. Is that what's happening? That almost seems to be what it's about. Yeah. It's almost like, yeah, this one's going back to fuel over there. And this B407 is coming in. So anyways, so let me just, as you guys are looking at that, because there's nothing really going on at the moment. Let me see if JLR is back up. And not yet. Not yet. He was streaming for like 3 hours and almost 4 hours, just 12 minutes or less than 12 minutes shy of 4 hours. Got 16K views. He had over 13K in chat. So I can bring you over to Nick just to listen to him if you want, instead of looking at those helicopters right now.
Oh, that'd be funny. And of relief.
Turn him up a bit. I'm gonna turn myself off for a second. What is Nick's channel called? It's not a channel. It's Twitter.
It's very quiet.
It's on Twitter. So if you don't have Twitter,
Almost as quiet as it is at night.
it's
And there's clouds moving in. It looks like there's a storm.
This is Nick's Twitter right here.
Good. They like that. All right, man. I'm gonna have to mute you because you're talking a lot. So
somebody's talking a lot.
Anyway, we're in the same spot that we've been for, I want to say an hour. I'm not sure how long the stream has been.
Hey, Jackie. Thank you.
Waiting for something to go on. We saw activity in the
He
woods.
does that. That's just his thing, Miss Dog Lover, pointing. But
and again, I'm getting like a lot of DMs and stuff from the locals. So
it's
the haters that pop up are fine. They're not
so
from around here.
YouTube
Any
will.
of them are from around here.
It's like he holds it purposely because YouTube will leave that as the thumbnail.
So
that's
cool.
So that's kind of why he does that at the start, because so basically when you look at his live, right, when you see it, you'll see him pointing. And so that's kind of what he does, is that he points, and then YouTube uses that as kind of like the thumbnail.
And Rob, do you have Hong's number? The Rob that's texting me. If not, can you DM me real quick and like
So
send
I'll just
just
leave
say
it here
Rob
for a
in
minute and I'll be right back.
capital letters, and Hong's gonna send you his number. Look out for a DM from Rob. He's gonna send a DM, and then when you get his number, shoot him a text because I can't respond to you. I'm sorry. If I respond, it's gonna cut, and I can't put it on Do Not Disturb at this point because every time I try to scroller, Hong is the 215 phone number. I'm saying that on the chat or on the live because Rob had just texted me, so that was directed to Rob.
Do I know my husband so well or not? So I just called my husband, and then I said, "Oh, hey, honey, where are you?" And he's like, "I'm doing something bad." And I go, "And I'm happy you're doing something bad because I know
How
exactly
many
what that
different
meant."
schools are
Wait,
in this area?
wait,
Because that's
Nick,
how many
Nick,
buses are going to
Nick,
drop kids off at the
hold
same
on,
location?
hold on. Food talk is more important here right now. So I'll put him on mute. So, anyways, here, actually, hold on. So, whoops. So, oh, I'm up close. But, anyways, so I was thinking in my head, I hope my husband, it's Friday. I hope my husband stops and gets some Popeye. I hope my husband stops and gets some Popeye. So, anyways, when he says he does something bad, I don't even have to ask him. I know he's not at whatever. I was just like, I'm glad you're doing something bad. You're at Popeyes, aren't you? And he's just like, yeah. And even in my head, I was like, could you just kind of get that family meal thing? And he's like, so I got us a family meal thing. You know, I'm telling you, my husband and me, we're both cancers, but I don't even, when you can just know, you just know him so good that you go, I know that you're at Popeyes right now. And sure as shit, that's what happened. So, Mustang, Popeyes tonight it is. Okay, that's it. That's all I had to say. Bye bye.
They, for the past 9 days, dropped everything just to come and give you guys updates on what's going on with the
So,
community.
again,
Specifically for the community.
going between Nick, JLR, the
And I've been trying to
helicopter
get some
footage. Okay, guys.
questions answered for those of you who
Plus, we
aren't
have our
from here,
Delphi
that
live
are
tonight at
following the manhunt
10
and that are
p.m. Eastern.
respectfully following it, without invading the
Let's
privacy
see
of
if JLR is back up.
residents or criticizing the community or law enforcement. So it's not just the community; it's
Not
also
yet.
some
Okay.
some of people from around the country and the world that are like in Canada and the Netherlands and stuff in areas that
Yeah. Yes, of
far
course,
far away.
Jackie.
Brazil, it has been a very
So JLR is not
if I
back up
can't
yet.
text back whoever
It's
just
probably
texted me,
because things are
you're
kind of
gonna have to
quiet
text
right
Hong.
now. He's probably taking a little bit of a break and
Brazil, like the
recharging his
Brazilian networks
phone
have
and
been
da 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 da.
extremely kind.
He's with
They're based
again.
out of
He's
New
at
York,
Conservatory
and they're
Road.
out here too. And I've been in
So
contact with those guys, and they're great.
we'll just
And it's a
bounce
big story
around,
for
you
them
guys.
because
Bounce
the
around.
escapee is Brazilian, and he's wanted for murder out there too.
Yeah. So in the saying that, let's see here. Sorry guys, send Alexa back a message. A little heart. On there. So again, there's nothing going on there.
That way.
So I'm just gonna hit mute and hit play what he's showing because JLR is not up. There's nothing really going on at the moment, like nothing worth reporting. It seems like everything's kind of gone quiet at the moment. Right. So bottom line is Danelo Cavalcante, right? So back in 2017, he had shot a person, and his name was Walter. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name and the four other names that go with it, but this person Walter in the city square. And so then he hightailed it to Puerto Rico. And then while he was in Puerto Rico, he got fake ID and a fake passport, and then he illegally entered into the United States. Now, after 4 years' time, her name was Deborah Brando. He took the life of Deborah Brando, his ex-girlfriend, in front of her 2 children. Very sad. I've seen the picture. And it's just so heartbreaking. So of course, then we know that he commits that act. He's charged, but he's put in this pathetically low security type prison that obviously a lot like it looks like they're just in their own clothes, like seriously doing nothing. So like, like the clothes that they're wearing, they just seem like regular, almost street clothes. Now, when he climbs up the wall there, you can tell that he has some sort of like, whether it's a towel or whether it's another shirt or something, but you can tell that there's something wrapped around his waist. And it's almost like when you use a towel or a shirt and then you fold stuff in it and then you wrap it around yourself, because it has that look of when you pack it with a few things, and then wrap it around your waist and then up like a little spider he goes. So anyways, because there was already somebody that used that same escape route back in May of 2023, they obviously didn't do a good enough job. And apparently you guys as well. Hey, positive vibes. So apparently as well that the correctional officer, whatever you want to call him, apparently he was fired today. So he was like 20. So that's what's been reported, is that he had worked there for like 20 years, and apparently he lost his job. That's what's being reported on today, and which is probably true, right? Usually when you get these reportings, in a sense, almost 99% of the time, most of it will come true. It's no different than when I reported on the escape before the whoops. Sorry, I hit a bag of corn chips there. Anyways, it's kind of like when I reported on the way he escaped prior to the press conference. It's because even I'm like, unless you're like brain dead, even I knew that if the source is someone within that works for the Chester County Prison and they're the one that is giving the information, that's why I actually had no problem, putting it out more like it was fact versus allegedly. But I did change it to allegedly just because, those people always get on their little kicks of the hypocrites of the world. Let me put it that way. So the ones that will sit there and talk about Brian Koberger like he's guilty, but yet, is he? He's not been proven guilty yet, right? But yet, sorry, I just can't stand that hypocrite. We all are hypocrites, don't get me wrong, but in saying that, so I had put that out there. And then, of course, the press conference, it's like, here you go. And then here's some footage to go with it. So, and you guys, let's just quickly see what Nick is saying here again.
Say at this point, guys, I'm like losing track. The state police said there were 8 sightings yesterday at the press conference, and that wasn't including the other one on surveillance. So that's 9. Send that over to them and see if that's true. That looks like another rumors going around about shots being fired. I'm about to.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
If that's true, as of right now, it's a rumor.
I think if there was shots being fired, I'm pretty sure JLR would be up right now reporting on it.
Because there's lives at risk in a situation like this.
Don't forget, you always have those idiots that go into somebody's chat and say
lives of law enforcement,
they've caught him,
lives of,
blah, 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 those stupid trolls of the world.
General public. So
it's
important not to.
And please hit that like button, you guys, if you don't mind. That would be great if you guys could hit that like button if you haven't yet. I'm just going to. I think I'm just going to quickly take, oh, I'm blurry. One sec. Why did I get blurry? I think I'm okay now. I think I'm okay now. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just going to quickly show that the video, I think it was this one right here. Just quickly going to show this. So just a couple pictures and then we'll see. Okay, guys? Might as well. Nothing else is going on. That's him sneaking there with his backpack. That's when he stole like the peaches and everything and was in that guy's house. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he'll be taking it live or not? Okay, so if you look around his waist, you can see that he's got like a towel or another shirt, and he's got something with him. That boy's going to be in trouble right there, I would think. The one that was helping him to watch out for him. See, you can see in his back there, right? That he has something. You can tell there's something folded in it. And you can see it in the front there. So he definitely left with a few things anyway. You know, stuff that he had obviously while in prison. I just really think that for this to happen not only once, but 2 times, like that Igor Bolte guy was caught within 5 minutes. You know, obviously it's been what are we on? Date this is the 8th. There was a 31st, so like this is like 9 days now that he's been on the run. And you know, he seems like a kind of like a dog with his tail between his legs that keeps getting away though, because it's like he's doing circles. Wonder if yeah, you guys that little vigilante on the news yesterday, you know, and I'm pretty sure that JLR and Johnny Blackhawk said yesterday, well, if he's not caught today, which means today, then we're going to go out there and track him ourselves, is what Johnny Blackhawk said. You know, I don't think that the police would be too fond of that, however. And I mean, I'm just going to call that stupid, though, because I mean, honestly, let's see, 20 grand to look for a murder. Yeah. Right. Someone that doesn't have a problem taking lives. Not too wise. So you had the vigilante guy, Ryan Stiles, there going, I'm gonna go protect my mom and pa, and you know, I'm just gonna get out there and I'm gonna go start looking for. Oh, I'm sorry that I was laughing so hard because I can't even believe that's the mentality of how people are thinking. You know, in the midst of when you got all this different presence of the police and the BORTAC now and stuff like that, and that they're going to go put themselves in, like, I would think that they wouldn't even be allowed to. It just blows me away. Like, for me, like, you would never see that shit in Canada. You wouldn't even be allowed to do that shit in Canada. So when I see someone saying stuff like that, I'm just like, really? Like, how is someone even allowed to get into the perimeter? You know, you didn't get a notification. Hi, Sharon Parker. So anyways, we'll go, let's see here. I'm going to go back to the helicopters now. Whoops. Let's see here. We'll go back to the helicopters. It's probably got me timed out here. Yes, it does. So I hear my husband home. Popeye's chicken. Okay, so share, close. Okay, so Ice Line is where the B407 fuels, and then a lot of times it will land in Unionville over here as well. So before, you guys, there was like 4 helicopters flying. 3 of them kind of went over to the Philadelphia area here, you know, to refuel probably, or they might just be staying down for now. Who knows what's going on, but there was this huge presence on Conservatory Road and Street Road. What a weird name. Say Street Road. But anyways, so that's in the Longwood area. And so right now it's just the one helicopter that's over there. The other one went to go refuel. So basically there was 2 B407s as this one was coming out, the other one was going into land, probably to refuel. So when this one perhaps runs out of fuel or gets close to running out of fuel, the other one will come back out again. So let me just see if JLR is back live on his. Not seeing anything. Not yet. Again, it's because there was this massive presence and now everything's just quiet. So we'll go back over to what Nick is saying here. And thank you guys for joining. And again, don't forget Delphi Live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific time. So if anyone that's watching the channel that is new in here, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. And but we cover here, me and Aspen and Adam Aspen, we cover the US cases mostly and some over in England. It's just really whatever gravitates to us. And this case, and then there's, you guys know too as well that Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrandt was their court date today. So that was happening as well amongst some other cases going on. You know, you got the BTK thing over here, Rex Human, Brian Koberger, you know, just a multitude of different cases going on. But this one is gravitating to me because it's one of those things that's like cat and mouse, really, that you just want the person to be caught. It would be nice so that the families can just go, okay, we can relax now. I mean, if you lived in that area yourself, you guys are going to be on edge. Yeah. Anyways, let's share screen. We'll go back over to Nick. And I mean, I feel badly for those families. Because look at the one family where he broke in and was in the kitchen. That was the one where the daughter said, like, you know, as he escaped, the daughter had said, like, hey, Dad, like that lock on our door isn't whatever. And the dad's like, yeah, that he's like so far away. That won't ever happen.
This guy.
And then he breaks into their house.
Okay, he's right above us.
So basically he's looking at the one helicopter B407 that we were looking at. There's obviously not a lot going on. It's amazing. There was so much going on an hour ago.
Over top.
Now very little.
It's hard to give you guys an.
So I'm just gonna go talk to my husband for a minute. I'll be right back. I'll just let you guys listen to Nick because JLR isn't up. So there's, you know, the best coverage is JLR, Johnny Blackhawk, and Nick and Hung. So other than that, you know, besides the media doing some coverage, I think that the Fox 29 guy, he said that he wasn't going to be doing any coverage today. He said he might do some in the day, but I don't know if he is. I'll check that out as well. But anyways, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, apparently he is up. So let's go over there, guys.
And it's kind of surreal, you know, that this is going on right now. It's it's nuts.
People who may not live here, what is the emotion like? Are you frightened? Are you locking your doors? Are you taking those precautions?
No, the police have been great. I mean, they've been everywhere. They're stationed up in Unionville. I felt safe the whole time.
How long can you last here? Because it's been going on 9 days, and it seems like frustration is beginning to set in.
I think we're pretty close. Yeah. So, God willing.
Is tonight the night?
I think so.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Well, there you go. That is, once again, the human side of what's been going on, and it really is about the people, because this is affecting so many people, not only in the search zone. There are hundreds of homes in the search zone. This search zone is now 8 square miles, and it encompasses hundreds and hundreds of homes over several different Chester County townships. And you know the terrain, it is heavily wooded. People move here for that very reason, but it is now the reason that Danelo Cavalcante still remains at large. Take a look once again down Longwood Gardens as we stream live here on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us once again. We've been streaming over the last few days, trying to do it as much as we can, especially during these active searches, to show people what's going on, and especially to inform people who may be in the search zones about what's going on. We've been hearing from a lot of you. We've been you've been giving us information. We've been giving you information on these streams, so we're happy to do it. And this is one of those times where information that you could probably only get right now by visual, because law enforcement is so busy right now trying to do their jobs. So again, just to reset, we are on Conservatory Road and Longwood Road, and I'm going to leave this feed just for a minute. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep the picture up, but I'm going to leave this feed to prepare for my 5 o'clock live shot. So stand by.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hi. I'm just eating, okay? My husband just brought home food. Okie dokie.
Okay.
You can talk with them, but I'm just gonna eat.
I'm just had the first chance to turn this on today, so.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there was a huge presence there, over Conservatory.
Hey guys, I know we're still live on the feed. We're just getting ready for our 5 o'clock broadcast. As you see, probably in a picture in your second, just another law enforcement. I believe that was a state trooper showing up.
Okay. So yeah, like there was like 4 helicopters over this area, et cetera, et cetera. But now it seems to have really quieted down. So not sure what's going on. They believe that there was a sighting. They believe something about a construction site, that there was some sort of little bit of a camp that seemed to be made, that seemed to be fresh, some sort of sighting of a guy with his shirt off running.
Live at 6 too.
So they believe he's in this area. So now it was like there's so much action going on earlier. JLR was up, which because he had that. So that's kind of the latest, really. There's only 1 helicopter up in the air right now. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go back to Eden, and if you feel like talking with them, go ahead. If not, I'm just gonna let this play right now. Okay?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Hope everyone's having a good day. I did catch a little bit of JLR stream.
All right, guys, if you are joining our stream, Chris O'Connell from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, just outside the borders of the famous Longwood Gardens, where an active search now for Danelo Cavalcante continues right now. About an hour and a half ago, there was a sighting of who they believe was Cavalcante on the grounds by someone with the FBI and other law enforcement. They actually started chasing him, from what we understand, from what we hear from our sources at Longwood Gardens, on the ground at Longwood Gardens. but right now, no sign of him. No sign of capture. And you're about to see more law enforcement headed back to, we don't know if they're going back to the scene, back to headquarters, but it's just been a flurry of activity. And guys, I'm going to be on, if you're joining us on the stream right now, I'd like to, if you could join us on Fox 29 in just a minute, because I'll be doing a live report.
This guy must have 9 lives the way he keeps getting away.
Right?
Guess it helps when you're the size of a shrub.
A little gnome. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh, a gnome.
Yeah. Adam, it was so funny when this during this this UPS guy was delivering an Amazon package.
Someone, is there a producer at Fox 29 that could give me a time cue, please? Thanks, Don. Thanks, I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm back on the live stream just for a few minutes. There is a active response. If you've been with us, we've been here for the last hour showing you this active response, a very heavy response, probably one of the largest shows of force over the last 9 days. And maybe because today is one of the days that has the most law enforcement presence on the search of this 8 square miles that is now the search area. And about an hour ago, another response after someone on the grounds of Longwood Gardens saw Cavalcante, including an FBI agent. And now that cat and mouse game continues with Cavalcante, the Brazilian national who was convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend just a week before he escaped from the Chester County prison. He was also wanted for another murder in his native Brazil, but he is still on the loose tonight.
I don't know that information was correct, was it? Because they said that he was already convicted. So how did he kill her within a week of being in that prison? Considering they said that he was already got life or whatever.
Wasn't he there awaiting transfer to his like permanent prison?
Yeah. So
yeah,
that guy just said it happened like a week before he was in the thing. That doesn't sound right.
Once again, you're seeing right there, you were on your screen, both FBI, state police involved. As I was saying, there was more than 400 law enforcement on the ground today from majority of state police, but region-wide police officers, sheriff's departments, and other first responders actually volunteering in the search. But last night, after what they thought was,
hold on,
what they know was a confirmed sighting on the ground.
Yeah, 2021 is when her life was taken. So I don't know what the heck information he was just putting out there, but it was back in 2021.
When did he finally go to trial, though?
Pardon? To trial?
Yeah, because I mean, he wouldn't have got. It probably took like a year or two for him to get convicted.
Yeah, but he's talking about the release, like his escape. I think didn't he say that it happened a week before his escape? Isn't that what he said?
I didn't hear.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, dude, what? Could have heard that wrong, but that's why I was like, wait, what? What do you mean 7 days before his escape? But maybe he meant no. I'd have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
But I could have to care enough though. But anyway, okay.
Of Longwood Gardens yesterday. They called in more law enforcement overnight. And they were up early this morning. Horses were in those woods. A arsenal of drones with different kinds of capabilities, both thermal and high resolution imaging. So you're seeing a live active response right now, and if you guys are joining me on the feed, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to. Well, I'm not sorry. It's my job. I have to do a live report for Fox 29 on TV. So just bear with us for a few minutes. I'll return to this feed.
I did see the UPS driver walk through the barrier earlier on when I was watching JLR.
Oh, okie dokie.
That was hilarious, though, delivering the package.
No, I was like, did Danelo order a package from Amazon? Hey, my escape kit to get me out of this circle.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you are joining this feed, first of all, thank you for joining us here. We've been trying to keep you updated on the very latest.
He doesn't seem as panicked as he did last night.
So right now we're preparing for a 5 o'clock newscast. We're in our newscast right now. We're just preparing for a
he's probably
report, so
tired.
please stand by. In the meantime, we are in the middle of a reported, or actually, from what we understand, a confirmed physical sighting of Danelo Cavalcante on the grounds of Longwood Gardens about an hour and a half ago that prompted a major response here late this afternoon in what has been a game of high stakes cat and mouse over the last 9 days.
As long as they don't catch him while we're doing our Delphi live tonight.
Oh, I know,
Well,
right?
Yeah, or else we're just gonna have to stop Delphi. Breaking news coming in. Do you think they're gonna catch him today, Adam?
Well, my track record's not so good.
Kennett
Did I
Square.
say yesterday, I meant today. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? I've said today, and then I had to change it because of Delphi live tonight. I was like, no, they're not allowed to catch him during the live, so I'm gonna give it Saturday. But I mean, I really hope that they just simply catch the dude,
Right.
you know, and this for the people that are in the community that are just, you know, the businesses that are suffering, the people's lack of sleep, the kids that are probably, you know, having anxiety going on and stuff like that, knowing that there's a killer amongst them.
Right.
Yeah.
Their height.
Yeah, their height. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
But isn't that like police MO? It's like,
Hey, Brian, how are you?
he's got a gun. He's got a gun. Isn't it like, or you know, when you got a guy and like a headlock you down, it's like stop resisting.
Did he say the F word?
Yep, confirmed.
Oh, there's a back up over there, buddy.
I know. Does he not realize, like, dude, you're in the news. You don't realize you're standing like right in front of the camera. There's your horseshoe.
So we'll go in here.
You'll
and
move
then,
out then.
should we show the FBI?
It's only on 20 seconds slow mode. Actually, I
No,
can
I
take
mean
slow
here
mode
and
off.
there.
Yeah.
I just do it just in case because I don't. Well,
Go in
hold
behind
on.
you first.
Yeah.
Brian, you're not going to be spamming the entire chat again, are you? That's why he's asking. I better leave slow mode on. Yeah, I'm going to leave slow mode on. I don't want anyone spam. It's only like 20 seconds. Mm-mm-mm. Kind of having fun just staring at this dude. No, I call that spamming. When someone says like, "Hi," enter. "How are you?" Enter. "So what's going on?" Enter. "Yeah," enter. This, enter. That's like someone that likes to hit that enter really fast. That's what I call that. Let's go over to Nick. Let's see what's going on with Nick. Now, he had just started a new stream, so let's see, that one just finished. Yeah, so he obviously went up and then down on this one here.
So he's down again.
Yeah, he went up, but he must have. Wait, hold on. I think he just started again. No, that one's like 5 seconds. So it didn't last very long. It's going to be the same thing. All right. Well, let's go look at the helicopters. Miss Dog Lover. Spammer. Present, share screen. Probably have to refresh it. Or is it still? What are we got here? Hey, dude, get on the thing. So this is the other B407. Oh, they're making a big bowl of spaghetti. They got 2 B407s. Anyone else? So those are the 2 helicopters in the air. I'm not sure what the B407 is to nasty room. You calling this room nasty? If you're calling this room nasty, do you want me to help you out the door? Because I will. Or you can leave quietly. One of the two will happen if you're calling this a nasty room. Just because we don't like people spamming the chat. Right, Miss Dog Lover? Well, you know, True Crime Grizzly is live right now, Brian. You can go watch her. Try spamming in that chat and see how far you get. Adam, you nasty person, you.
I apologize.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to ban him. I can't be asked to deal with.
There goes our new viewer. Mika's live again.
Okay.
Is he? Okay.
Give me a second. Let me get back to YouTube. Yeah,
This is more visually eye appealing.
Then the field
Yeah.
and the one post.
Than the corn stalk.
Yeah.
What you opening? I hear you opening something.
A mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
My throat.
powering. Oh, is your throat sore?
It just felt dry.
That's because you're from Swallow Hollow.
Too close to Longwood.
Yeah. He ain't at no top of that tree.
Yeah.
Sit there with the slingshot. Bing.
Do you want to stay in IFB for this? Or
No. No, I don't. I'm just going to stay back here. All right, folks, I'm back on the live stream with my partner, Brian Zeli, today.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian
Brian.
Zila. Okay, one sec.
I guess JLR's friend with the pistol didn't catch him yesterday.
Guys, just taking care of some business.
Oh, are you?
Trying to answer a couple texts here.
Okay, well, he's boring me. Let's go check out Nick. Nick and Hung, where are you doing? Let's go see here. Is this the same one? No, this one's different. Wait. He's not live.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
Click on his profile. I just had it on.
Oh, you know what the problem is, Adam? It's because when I click on it, I was on the other thing.
Yeah.
Like I was on this,
There he is.
this one.
Obviously, evacuate or shelter as they've been doing quite frequently when something pops off. They've been told shelter in place, lock your doors, lock your vehicles.
That's yesterday's
First
news,
round phone calls
Nick.
are going out, and those residents were fine. Those locals at the river that day. And remember, I mean, you've got a community here that's they paused their lives essentially. You've got kids that want to play. You've got families that want to go out. You've got people that had to cancel plans for the holiday weekend, and it's a shame. You know, it's not just it's affecting them personally, and obviously an escaped murderer is something very important. So it's understandable why they're remaining vigilant and not going out, and they want to make sure that their families are safe, their kids are safe. People aren't used to crime in this area, and they're not used to them. I mean, I don't think anywhere in the United States you're really used to a convicted murderer breaking loose from a minimum security jail where they shouldn't really go. Perhaps they should start considering, if somebody's accused of murder, to have them held in a state facility, you know, because that's where they're going to end up if they're convicted. And the conviction rate is rather high for murder. It's not impossible to be falsely accused of murder. It happens and people are exonerated, but a vast majority of those who are accused of murder are convicted.
Yeah, ADHD there. I gotta go back to the other guy.
Longwood Gardens at the time. So if you live around this area, you are going to be hearing helicopters It was mostly fixed wing aircraft through the night, but right now it is helicopters. You probably see some and hear some news helicopters as well as search helicopters. Let me give you, Brian, I think we do a little spin around.
Yeah.
We're going to a little spin around. First of all,
Do a little spin around there, Brian.
let me just kind of give you a little
You'd
quick
like that,
walking
wouldn't you?
tour of Longwood Gardens. Conservatory Road, that's one of the western boundaries of Longwood Gardens. If you're not from the area, Longwood Gardens is a very popular, world famous conservatory, gardens, horticulture, huge attraction, the biggest attraction here in Chester County, right alongside the area, the neighborhood of the Brandywine Battlefield, historic area here in Chester County. So for people outside the area, giving you little boundaries, Longwood Gardens is a huge, huge piece of property. I would say hundreds of acres. And they have all kinds of gardens, known for their lush landscape, their greenery, their plants, flowers, and also their fruits and vegetables they have inside that growing. So that I'm sure was of note
I was
to
talking to you, Adam.
search crews
Or maybe Miss
here,
Dog
the
Lover. I
state
think
police.
that's who it was.
Brian's
Yeah.
here. So this is Conservatory Road. This is one of the roadblocks. You're probably going to see someone be turned around here, but you have an FBI agent here, Longwood Road, Conservatory Road. But down that road, down Longwood Road, maybe after that car goes, you'll see another half a dozen or so state troopers dotting that roadway. You're seeing that's Longwood Gardens security office, who actually told us to move away. But they haven't moved in 2 hours. If anything, they have added more law enforcement. There's some local residents out here. You see there's a little, there are some residents out here. This is a high profile story that's, being broadcast in real time. So people here are interested not only about the story, but we know some people are interested in that $20,000 reward that is being offered right now. We actually know people who came here specifically to try to look for Danelo Cavalcante on their own volition to try to get that reward money. But state troopers are saying, do not go into any kind of search zones or anything like that to try to get this reward. That's not the kind of help that they want. We weren't going to do this stream tonight just because not a whole lot was going on. But after about 2 hours ago, when we found out there was another sighting, physical sighting, we need to, we felt like the need to bring this on live. Once and as I was telling our viewers before, you're going to hear me. I'm going to try to say as much as I know, keep you updated on the stream, show you the pictures as closely and as safely as we can. But I'm also kind of behind the scenes, gathering information, answering phones, answering texts. So forgive me if I'm not talking the whole time. I am here. We made a commitment to be here with you, made a commitment to tell this story all the way through. We're hoping today's the day. I know residents and law enforcement are getting tired, frustrated. Not to say anything
Weekend.
about their resolve. Spoke with a few of them who are dedicated to the task. We did ask how much this is costing the state. They did not have that number available. They did tell us that all the local municipalities that come here, regionally, any other mutual aid from anyone other than the state police, they pay for the local municipalities pay for it themselves. So it's not coming out of like one big, like a big pot. It's up to those municipalities to cover the cost of their officers coming. I think it's kind of what comes around goes around type of thing. Where help is needed, they give it. But no doubt, the cost of this entire operation was not lost on Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, who was running this operation. He also ran the operation on the manhunt for Eric Freen, the man who killed a state trooper in upstate Pennsylvania. He was on the run in the woods, heavy mountainous terrain for 48 days. He was a survivalist, so a little bit different circumstances, but a lot of similar things with this one.
Not a great track record then.
You might be hearing helicopters above.
Yeah, there's like not a lot going on right now, like meaning Nick's just kind of repeating himself over there because there's not a lot going on. And JLR, did you see him a second ago? I was on a different page. I see Molly say, yes, JLR. Did you see him, Molly?
Some are asking about the search dogs. Yeah, they have all of that in there. They have horses. Once they have a confirmed sighting, just like this one, they bring everything. They bring all the resources that they have at their disposal. Like I said, about 3 miles from here is the command post at a Unionville fire station. That is where inside, we got a tour of that today. The story is probably posted on Fox 29
With the
by
copy.
now.
It's
Interesting kind of behind the sines at this temporary command center with federal, state, local authorities, with all kinds of technology. They have a strategic zone where they kind of plan out what they're going to do with the operation, a logistic zone where everything that they have, comes to them and they figure out exactly what kind of resources they have, from personnel from all over the state to aerial support to meals and hotels for some of these officers who are coming in several days at a clip from out of town and having to stay somewhere. So it is a huge logistical operation, not to mention we are in the middle of a dead zone when it comes to cell service and data service. So Verizon and AT&T brought in some mobile.
Adam,
yeah.
remember the Lush comment earlier that they said?
Yeah. Oh, see, yep, there you go.
Yeah, Miss Dog Lover's like, I'm in a very green area, and all I can hear in the distance is drunk kids in the park screaming. So what she really meant is that she's the Lush in the park screaming, but you see how she threw it and tossed it to the kids?
Right. See, the part that she left out is that they're screaming, "Get away from me, wino!"
Yeah. I mean, we did say that the Lush comment that they made on here was about you, Miss Dog Lover. I like how you try to throw it off and put it on somebody else, especially the poor kids. So come on now.
Units to that command center. So it is a massive operation. I actually posted a clip on Twitter if you want to see it too. Massive operation they are dealing with. They are also hearing the criticism from people who may say, why didn't they catch this guy by now? They understand there is frustration, but they also know that they have a job to do and they're doing it to the best of their ability. And the outside noise, from what I'm told, they don't really listen to. And I will say, a lot of people, this is just my own observation, that many people who may think, why isn't this over by now? Shouldn't he be found by now? Maybe he should have. He should have never been out in the first place. So let's start there. But to be out here for the past week as I have, to see the terrain and see how many places to hide on just a single property. You could walk by a street and there may be a ravine or a small tiny creek bed or drainage ditches that it's just so heavily wooded. So I get how it hasn't been that quick. So I could understand it. Do I wish he has been captured by now? Absolutely. But I think those who are criticizing the lack of capture so far, I think you owe it to yourselves to come out to the search zone and kind of look at the topography and look at what they're dealing with. So it's tough. Plus, not to mention, it's been a heat wave all week, very humid. So officers.
Has anyone in this chat room been dissing the police? Because if so, I think someone should take them up on this challenge and go out there and go see like the heat and then the zone that they're faced with. So if anyone in here is dissing the police officers right now, I urge you to hop on that plane. And if you're lucky enough, you might win or not win. You might get 20,000. Okay, just if you're lucky enough while you're at it.
Let's just be grateful the Lancashire police aren't in charge of the search.
Yeah, let's just be grateful for that, right? Maybe Kelly, I feel like this is like what do you want to call it? A Morse code type of message. It's an encrypted message that said, yes, I'm the one that's been dissing the police. I should really get over there and go help out. Jackie, you too. Come on. I know you must have said something badly here. PMS. This guy's voice, though, is getting old. Come on, JLR, get your ass live. Nick, come on, give us some updates going on. I shouldn't say better updates, but can't really give updates if there's nothing to go on, can you? But what? Before I play him again, because, I don't know. I just don't feel like listening to him right now. Nice guy, though. Let's go look at the plane situation going on still. Let's do that. So we got 2 B407s. Different. Okay, wait. What's this little plane? What little plane are you? Are you just going by? I think that one's just going by. Let's take a look. Yeah. He's just doing a straight beeline. He doesn't give a shit. I hope you get your guy. Bye. All right. So he's got the 2 helicopters. right in between Longwood there. Over here. Near Susan Sherry. What is that? Susan Sherry it was, right? On there. And then this one's over near our Aberdeen and Schoolhouse Road. I think everyone has like a Schoolhouse Road in their freaking town. Willow Popcupson. Anyway, so that's the planes going on. Now let's go over to Nick. Let's see what Nick's saying. Come on, Nicky.
Him being in the area.
We just gotta turn up the volume.
When they captured him on surveillance.
Crank it.
And Trooper Grumpy.
Grumpy
turned out to be the one that showed up to the new perimeter and told all the media that we have to go, and we did. And he was rather angry. The guy's a very angry man. I thought it was just a one-off day for him, but it turns out.
Yeah, tomorrow, Kelly. Tomorrow. Here, I'm gonna go get that pendulum for a second. I'm just put myself on mute. I'm gonna go find it. Get it.
We're waiting for anything to pop off, and the only updates I have are what I've shared with you guys. That they are stationed. They're going through the woods in every direction, and they're ready to fire if need be. They're sharpshooters. The perimeter keeps expanding, then closing, and then expanding, and then closing. And he does not have a firearm, so that's not a thing. Um, if he did, they would know. So the homes that he was burglarizing and in that area, those
Yes,
individuals have
cornfield
their
and a
guns registered. They're
post.
not like straw purchased
Yeah.
firearms. So they're going to report their gun stolen. And he hasn't left this area. You know, he hasn't gotten far from this area. Uh, we're not too far from the prison. And he's managed to stay within the area, but slip out of the perimeter several times. I think so far, maybe three. So it was once today, again yesterday, the night before that when he was spotted at Longwood from the surveillance the next day. So while they were set up at
Yep.
another
Let's go with
location,
tomorrow,
he returned
Kelly.
to Longwood Gardens.
Still gonna go with tomorrow.
When they were at Waterglen, he went to Longwood. When they went to Longwood, he went to another area. So he's managed to kind of hop from perimeter to perimeter. This time he didn't get too far off from the perimeter. Spitting distance is what I was told. So it's not like he made it too far out. And they're already onto him. So they know that he got out of the perimeter and they're not wasting their time anymore. These guys have an immense amount of support from all levels of government. And I mean,
Yeah. Sorry, Nick. Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm just gonna kind of play a little bit of what was happening today. Go over to JLR's YouTube there.
Yeah.
And
Wait, his live from 1 hour ago only has 50K views already.
I know, right? Dang. But anyways, let's watch some of that.
FBI is here.
Hey V Bales, hey Linda, hey Truth. How's everybody doing today?
Is that Johnny?
3 o'clock,
Yeah.
bringing the squad in. Oh yeah, Lexus has got a 1-star. Got that GPS tracker on it. Finksburg, I love Finksburg. Churchville, right on.
Johnny sounds like he's had a drink or two already.
That's a government car. It's not nice. Hey, Sweet and Sassy.
Sweet and sassy.
Taylor will be back in a second. He just went to get his tripod.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward that.
It's Kells.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Longwood, Conservatory, and Longwood. building there on Longwood Gardens property. This is on Longwood and Conservatory. This road here. They have the roads blocked off down here. FBI, people with FBI are here. We got another spectator, a media journalist.
Isn't JLR a spectator?
Dr. Dre, Dr. Amy, how are you? Thank you, Dr. Amy.
Did I pass over the more exciting part? One sec.
Thank you, everyone, for the support.
Outside a store. He wouldn't be outside a store. He wouldn't be out in the open.
That become the JLR Army. We appreciate your. Look at this. Oh, wow, look. Here we go. They're racing up to the scene. Let's see where they turn at. Thank you. Okay, so they're up there. What's coming down next? A lot of police activity.
It looks like a mobile command.
And then we have a helicopter that's just right over there, over the top of the hill. Wish I could get up closer. Heavy police presence here. Here's more coming in. Here comes another trooper on this way coming in. He's going to be turning in. They're all coming in. He's just hovering.
Oh, that guy got his gun out. His long gun.
Yeah. He just went across the road there. There's something going on at the top of that hill. That car, you see the trooper there? He did not go farther than there. Something's going on at the top of that hill, people. This guy, again, it's discussed. He's out here with his gun drawn. Look at this. Where he has it ready. Where they're flushing him out or something. Oh, he's going. Where's he going?
FBI too.
That's good enough. That was just stuff that was happening earlier. Obviously, that same stuff isn't happening now. What's this guy? Just gonna go back over to this dude for a sec.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much is happening right now.
No, I'm probably gonna end this live stream in just a minute. Because
The one
Yeah.
thing that
We have another one tonight.
that local residents here are concerned about is, this is a small community. It's a farming community. If you know Kennett Square, it is one of the largest exporters in the world of mushrooms. And this weekend, starting tonight, is the Mushroom Festival in Kennett Square. And this is the backdrop for Chester County's, one of their Chester County's of course, this town's premier event every year. It is a huge event, very popular event, well attended, and state police not only concerned, but they're acting on it, that they're adding a lot more security around the Mushroom Festival. They said they have a plan in place. The one thing they didn't want to do if they didn't have to was to close it down and cancel it, especially after the week these folks have had out here in Chester County, especially in the Longwood Gardens area. It has been a very stressful, anxious week.
Yeah, there's still the 2 helicopters over top there. Yeah. Guys, I think I'm going to bring this live to an end. There's nothing going on, and I got other things I could be doing right now. Because we have another live tonight, and I want to go watch.
I have a minute or two. I'll take some questions.
Yeah. And I want to go look at what happened with Ruby and Jody today on that.
Yeah, they had court today, didn't they?
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like sitting here picking my nose for another few hours when there's nothing going on. If something happens that's going on and they catch him, and I mean, a big search goes on again, possibly tonight. But other than that, just gonna end this live now, and thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you guys for Delphi tonight. And yeah, so okay, guys.
Bye,
Love ya. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully today's the day, and then the people can go have their mushroom fest, without any worries.
Right. Enjoy their mushrooms uninterrupted.
Yeah. All right, guys, take care. This is Sunny Justice and Aspen Connor from It's a Crime and Shame, wishing you all a